Hello Astro Kids and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about the forecast for the beginning of June. Starting on Monday, June 3rd, there will be a new moon in Gemini. So this is a change in direction, a new and fresh start. And this is in Gemini, so this is dealing with the mind. This is dealing with your thought process, your mental space. This is being open to new and fresh ideas. And this is great for creating something new, working on a new project. This is extremely great energy for that, as a new moon is always a great time to start something new and fresh. But with it in Gemini, we're getting a stream of new and fresh ideas coming and going. It's a great time to communicate and express your ideas to others so you can start planning and building the things that you want to come into reality. And this is being paired very well with Mercury and Gemini as well. We have experienced this Mercury and Gemini energy since May 21st, the first day of Gemini. And so this energy is how we communicate, how we put together our logical thought process, how we go about exchanging information and gathering new and fresh ideas. And so with this in its home sign of Gemini, this is great for communication. This is great for making connections. This is great for business contracts, for coming up with fresh and new ideas, as Gemini is a very creative energy as well. Gemini actually rules the arms and the hands as well. So how we can take and shape things and create things based on our ideas, our thought process, the things that we want to build that we have in our mind, our fresh ideas in our minds. And so with this, with Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon all together on June 3rd in Gemini, this is a great energy to build and create. Now keep in mind that on June 3rd, this is the last day that Mercury will be in Gemini. And after this, Mercury will go through some challenges. There will be a theme and a lesson going on with Mercury as we move out of Gemini. And so on the next day, June 4th, Mercury moves into Cancer. And this is where things start to become more emotional. This is where things start to be focused more on your feelings and your needs and the things that nourish you, the things that are comforting to you, what makes you feel secure. And so as Mercury moves into Cancer, this is where this theme starts of needing to communicate our emotional needs. What is it that we emotionally need at this moment? That will be the theme, as shortly after that, Mercury will be moving very quickly, as it is the fastest moving planet. It will move into Leo, and on the 1st degrees of Leo, we will have our second Mercury in retrograde of the year. Well, it will go back first in Leo and then go back into Cancer. And so this theme of expressing our emotional needs will be very important. This theme is what Mercury is trying to bring us to. And so as Mercury goes into Leo, Leo is Mercury's fall position. In Leo, we express through our actions, through our behaviors. And in Mercury, this is more logical, where we're expressing through communication, expressing through thought processes. And so this is where these two energies clash. Mercury in Leo is a challenging aspect. And we get a little hint of that before retrograding back into Cancer with Mercury, because after Mercury goes direct in Cancer, and it will continue into Leo, where we will have to figure out what is the best way to express ourselves through actions, through words. How will we express ourselves? How will we communicate properly? This is where these two energies start to clash. And a lot of this, a lot of these lessons that Mercury wants to bring forth to us are happening during the eclipse season, which is going to be a big event next month in July. We will be experiencing the eclipses, and a lot of this is finalizing this Capricorn energy. All year long, we have had South Node, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn, and Saturn and Pluto are retrograde in Capricorn. We've been dealing with these Capricorn energies of breaking down these old systems, these old beliefs, these old patterns, these old ways of doing things. We have been breaking down these old traditions, these old habits that no longer serve us. And so with all these structures being broken down, we are making room for something new. We are getting rid of the old things that no longer serve us. And we've been feeling this energy since the end of last year. And so part of this eclipse season that we will be going through will be finalizing this Capricorn energy, finally making that final move to release anything that is left that no longer serves us. Because as we move into next year, 2020, we will be going into a number 22 year. That's numerology. So when you take 22, there are 2 zeros and 2 2s. You take the 2s and you put them together and you get the master number 22. And so we are moving into a 22 year where we are starting to build the divine things that we want to see play out. And a lot of you have been experiencing soulmate connections, twin flame connections. You are seeing that we are coming into this more divine way of setting structures, foundation, relationships. All the things that we want to set into place in our life are starting to become something that is more on a deeper soul level, more of a divine connection now. These superficial things, these surface level things no longer serve us. And that is part of this process of Pluto, Saturn, and South Node in Capricorn is breaking down these old ways of doing things. With the North Node in Cancer, we are coming closer and closer to connecting to one another emotionally, expressing what our emotional needs are, connecting on a soul level. We are starting to come into unity, starting to become a soul family. Everyone is being connected on this deeper level with this North Node in Cancer. And so that is where we are going as far as the year. This month of June is the halfway point, starting to bring things to a conclusion, starting to start us off on this path where we are starting to make those final moves to end these old things that no longer serve us. Because this is preparing us for this 22 years so we can build the dream life that we want, so we can build what our soul truly desires. And this is a huge challenge as we have Mercury and Cancer opposing Capricorn. At some point it will be directly opposing this South Node in Capricorn, and this is huge. It's opposing all of this Capricorn energy of breaking through, of breaking free of these old systems, these old habits. And this is a very challenging point as we need to express our emotional needs to figure out what are these old things that we need to break free of. What is it that actually serves us? What is it that doesn't? And as we move forward on June 8th, Venus moves into Gemini. And this is sort of an odd placement for Venus. Venus has to attract the things that we want using communication, using that expression, and this pairs with Mercury and Cancer, needing to express our emotional needs. Venus is no longer in Taurus, where Venus can just attract the things that we love, the things that we value, just by manifesting these things. We now need to communicate, to express these things, to express what is it that we actually need. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. Also, share this out to anyone that you think this would be of value to. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, Astro Kids. I will see you next time.